Evening. Want to welcome you to Getting to the Point. Tonight, I want to take you to a familiar passage of scripture that the Apostle Paul wrote to the church at Galatia. And it goes like this: And let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. And I want to tell you, we are living in a nation right now that sees evil being good and good being evil. And we have people today that just kind of say, "What's the use any longer? Why should we do what we're doing? Because it just doesn't make any sense anymore." We just kind of have quit and given up and said, "Well, is it worth it?" And we just have to realize, yeah, yes, it is worth it. It is definitely worth it, and we are to keep going. And I kind of like the passage because I believe it teaches us several good points, and I want you to look at them with me. Um, and what I want you to look at is three particular points that can be drawn out from this passage of scripture. And the first one I want you to see has to do with this. He is telling us here, be stable and not shaky. Let us not grow weary of doing good. In other words, what we know is right to do, let's do it. Let's not say, hey, it's not worth it. It is worth it. It is something we need to do. We need to stand firm. And so he's asking that be stable and not shaky. There's too many Christians today that are shaky. They have not really stood their ground. They've backed down for some reason or another. But we need to be found stable in our faith, to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. The second thing I see here is that we are to be a supplement to our society and not just a specimen in society. Notice it says this, for in due season we will reap. In other words, we are to be something that's going to bring forth and make a difference in the world in which we live. I'm one of those kind of Christians that believe that Christ mandated for us to be ones who change the culture of our world. He came to change the culture. We are kingdom builders, men and women. We are to be kingdom builders for Jesus Christ. And so we're to be a supplement and not a specimen. And then the third thing I believe he teaches us here is he teaches that you and I are to be individuals that have a stick to itiveness and not ones who succumb to defeat. Too easy to quit. Quitters never win. Can'ts won't. And we need to be ones who stick with it and never succumb to the word defeat. Defeat is no longer in our vocabulary. We are to go forth for the Lord. So I hope that you will listen to what that verse says to us. Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. You have a good evening, and God richly bless you.